This is the first month's revenue for my ecom store. This is the second month's revenue for the ecom store. And this is the third month's revenue for the store, which is nearly 9,000 US dollars for the whole month of June. The craziest part of it all that it was all built in my bedroom at just 18 years old. This is something I've never seen done on the platform, so I'm going to be showing you exactly what I did and how I built the store from scratch. Now, before I tell you how I started, I need to give you guys some context. I'm sure you've heard of the term dropshipping, where you create a website, drive traffic to the website, customers buy from your website, you go to a Chinese supplier, buy the product for cheaper, and you get them shipped directly to the customer from China. And you keep the difference. The beauty of it all is that you never touch the product. Then why is my wardrobe filled with my product? Let me explain. Okay, I gotta come clean. This is not the first time I'm trying dropshipping. I've been seeing dropshipping videos all over YouTube and I gave in. I wanted to try dropshipping. I wanted to be a millionaire overnight, okay? Of course, I tried selling these earbud cleaners 4 years ago and I was 14. I was thinking I was that guy, you know? And yeah, after a week it died and I lost about 50 euros and I was about to myself and I completely said dropshipping was shit and fake and all that shit and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that all changed about 4 months ago until I found this guy on my TikTok For You page, and he goes by the name
Cutajar. In order to sleep, you need to pretend that you're sleeping. In order to become a millionaire, you need to pretend that you're already a millionaire. I believe it's complete bullshit.
Now, with those words of wisdom, I had to book a call with Liam. I mean, who the hell wouldn't book a call with him with those words, right? Or is that just, or is it just me? After chatting for a bit, I was convinced. Liam then became my mentor. And that is where everything became real. In the call we had, Liam broke down dropshipping into 4 simple steps. Firstly was finding the winning product itself. Secondly was building the online store, which in our case, I'm going to be using Shopify as one, it's the easiest one of all. And basically every single dropshipper practically uses Shopify. So yeah, I'm gonna use Shopify, okay? Then the next step was creating the actual ad creatives for the product itself, which would then be used as advertising material for our product. Then of course, it is launching the store. Now when launching the store, we're gonna be trying out meta paid ads. So we're not gonna be doing any of that organic dropshipping or organic TikToks, none of that. We're gonna be fully going with paid ads, as it's honestly one of the most quicker way we can find results and actually see results. The process of finding a winning product was actually quite simple and straightforward. What I did was I hopped onto the Facebook ad library, which basically shows a list of all the ads that are running on Facebook and Instagram. Then I searched ads in the UK and US audiences. And of course, the most important thing of all is that I filter the ads shown to me that have been running for the last 2 weeks. Why is this? Well, this is basically showing me ad for the past 2 weeks, which practically means they've been profitable, or else they would have probably turned their ads off. So I spent the evening actually going through the ad library and taking note of 10 products that I could potentially start selling. And I sent it back to Liam with the 10 potential products, and then we landed on the at-home cupping massager. It was trending overseas, and most importantly, it was not selling in Malta. Now you might be thinking, why would I really care if no one was selling it in Malta? Well, the audience and market I want to cater for is going to be Malta. Instead of focusing on the top 5 big countries, the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and so forth, I'm going to be focusing on a really niche down market with a really small population size, such as the country where I live and where Liam lives in Malta. Full of people that, how do I put this? Don't really trust online stuff, Temu stuff, AliExpress stuff, and we do have part of the population that are pretty...
Don't touch me! No, you don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Oh, go to your country! Shit!
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, not everyone's like this here, but these kinds of people are the easiest people to convert on Facebook, let's just be real. Apart from that, having a really small competition means that I don't have to spend a lot to test a product. I can simply test a product with just $10 or even $5 every single day on Facebook to test a simple product to see if it will work or not, rather than spending about $30, $40, even $50 just to test a product with the potentiality that it just fails. So for someone like me, new to dropshipping, I was definitely gonna focus here in Malta. Now also living here in Malta gave me the opportunity that I actually know the language, so I can create custom ads, localized video ads and photo ads that probably the other competition trying to focus in the Maltese market really would have a trouble with in advertising in the local space. Now other competitors overseas in the US and the UK were advertising the cupping massager as an anti-cellulite massager kind of device, so that is what I wanted to base the brand out of. Using my favorite tool in the world, ChatGPT, I decided to go with the brand Cellulo. Then I quickly whipped up a quick and simple logo on Canva. It was really simple actually, just 2 seconds and yeah, already done. The store took me about a day and a half to fully have it set up with activating payments and modeling the whole store structure based on a high converting store that Liam had suggested I model over. These were adding a couple of tweaks like quantity breaks and some random frequently asked questions and a few GIFs that I definitely borrowed off of some other competitors. And of course add testimonials for social proof, which I took straight from Amazon and AliExpress using an app on Shopify itself. And to top it all off, I added a 30-day money-back guarantee as a form of warranty and of course to show customers where we were very serious. Now probably the most important part of the whole thing was creating the ad creatives, because at the end of the day, this is what the customers are going to base the brand out of, and the first time they're going to be seeing the brand, and of course we need them to convert into real paying customers. Now to test the product, I at least needed 10 creatives, which I spread about to 5 video ads and 5 image ads. Then it was creating the campaign itself, which of course we're going to be using Meta, so we're going to be giving some money to Mr. Zuckerberg himself, so maybe he gives me some extra dollar bills to actually pay myself and afford food on the table, even though I still live with my parents. Where were we again? So with those 10 creatives, we launched a ABO campaign to advertise these 10 creatives. Now at the time, I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't know a single thing about ABOs or CBOs, but essentially this is how it works. So imagine you have a drawer. This drawer is your campaign. Now imagine these as your ad sets. And of course, in these compartments, we have ads. Yes, imagine this wallets, SD cards, watches are ads. So in this case, as I was doing an ABO campaign, I would be allocating the budget per ad set. Now in my case, in my campaign, I had 2 ad sets. One ad set had all the video ads in one, and the other ad set had the 5 image ads in one ad set. Now my budget was €5 per ad set, which is roughly about $6 US. So in total to test the product out, I was going to be spending about €10 per day. So there was nothing else to do for me except schedule them for midnight and let Facebook do its thing. And I hoped to wake up with the most greatest, sweetest sound you could ever hear.